Cheat Code, Support Strategist, written by Clouds, read by Distracted by Books. Chapter 68, Discovery. Stop pouting, Izukun. Failure is an essential part of invention. May glanced up from her sketchbook. Plus, I know it's not where you wanted to be, but it's not like your tracking program doesn't work. I know, but it's not exact enough to be useful, Izuku whined. I can find the major city that Kurogiri is in, and I've got a few ideas of how to narrow it down, but I really wanted to finish it by the end of the semester. I don't even know why you're complaining. Kohaku rolled her eyes. The assignment was to do one semester-long project, and you and your girlfriend both did 2. And that was on top of however many side projects you both had going on. Izuku shot her a withering look. For the last time, we're not dating. And May actually finished hers. The Ida brothers both passed their finals thanks to their new modifications. It's so cool, and yet, here I am, and I can't even do my job well enough for the heroes to find one single villain. I'm a failure. He slammed his head on May's desk, and she absentmindedly patted his hair with one hand while she drew blueprints with the other. There, Izukun. Life is so hard. Izuku lifted his head to glare at her, but she just shot him a cheeky smile. So he groaned and lowered his head again. Just let me wallow in self-pity. As much as I'd enjoy the break, that's probably counterproductive, Power Loader said in amusement, and this is a lesson for you all. Deadlines are helpful, but they aren't the end-all be-all of invention. They give you something to work towards, sure, but if you put too much stock in a deadline and then don't reach it, you'll end up feeling exactly what Midoriya is feeling right now, demotivation. It can be not only harmful, but paralyzing in the long run. So just remember that deadlines are only truly important when they help you, but there's usually always time to tweak things afterwards, so don't let them stop you. Got it? There was a chorus of understanding noises from the class, but when Izuku didn't respond, Power Loader sighed. Got it, Midoriya? Midoriya groaned and sat up. Got it. Good. Power Loader nodded. The good news, both for those of you who still need to finish their projects and for those who will be starting new ones, is that we are having a design boot camp for all of you during summer break. Oh, you mean kind of like the training camp the extra credit class is going on? May asked. Almost exactly like that, Power Loader confirmed, with a couple major differences. First, even though they're happening the same week, we're going to be staying put, not going off campus like the hero students are. Since you're going to be focusing on your creative and technological skills rather than your combat skills like they are, it will be more beneficial if you're already familiar with the labs, rather than in an unknown location. That being said, we will be bringing in a variety of new materials for you to experiment with, as well as special guests who will be staying the week with us and helping you improve your skills, while hopefully answering any questions you kids have about the support industry. It will be an amazing opportunity and can open a lot of doors for you, so we want everyone to be on their best behavior. That means no unnecessary explosions, all right? Of course not, May agreed easily. All explosions are necessary. Power Loader heaved a long sigh. You know what? I'm just grateful the shields have already met you two, so at least they won't be surprised. Please don't take that as a challenge. Izuku smiled slowly as May cackled. He'd never been to summer camp before, but he had a feeling that surpassing challenges was kind of the point. This was gonna be fun. The minute the bell rang, Ochako grabbed her bag and started activating One for All so she could teleport to All Might, and maybe apologize again for going so hard on him during the final exam. But Mina saw and grabbed her before she could disappear. Oh no, you stay right where you are, young lady. Mina grinned and tugged on Ochako's arm. We are all going to the mall this weekend, and you are going to make sure your precious shindig comes along for the ride. Mina! Ochako blushed. Shindig is an introvert. He doesn't like going to malls and stuff. Mina turned sharply. Oh, and what happens when an introvert goes somewhere social? They latch onto the nearest safe friend and stay with them the whole time. We just need to make sure he latches onto you. Let's go. I. Ochako sighed and let herself be dragged along as Mina tried to catch up to Hitoshi. We do hang out, frequently. You can't just drag him along to the mall so he spends time with me. Oh, hush. I'm sure he needs to buy some stuff for the summer camp too, so it's not just to get him to hang out with you. Mina dismissed, but if you happen to confess your feeling over boba at the end... But if you happen to confess your feelings over boba at the end... She winked and Ochako groaned as they finally caught up with Hitoshi, who took one look between the two of them and raised an eyebrow. Do I even want to know? Ochako opened her mouth to say something, but Mina beat her to the punch. Hey, Shinso, the whole class is coming to the mall this weekend to pick up whatever we need for summer camp. You're coming, right? Hitoshi glanced between Ochako and Mina for a long moment. Are you going, Ocha? Ochako squeaked. I need a bug spray. Gotta keep those pests away, It was taking all of her willpower to stay put, but normally when she got flustered, she ended up jumping to Mina, who was right beside her. So her usual escape strategy was just going to put her right back where she didn't want to be. Hitoshi frowned but shrugged. Sure, why not? My adults are going to be busy preparing everything probably, so it's not like I won't have time. I also want to get some more practice teleporting with you, if that's all right. Ochako nodded frantically. Okay, I guess I'll pick you up? Hitoshi grinned. Yeah, it's sounds like a plan. She could almost feel Mina pouting beside her, but Ochako smiled. All right, it's a plan. Hitoshi finished his last episode and sighed. Right now was the Aizawa Yamada household equivalent of family time, which basically meant that they were all currently existing within the same space, but mostly doing their own thing. Mike was busy in the kitchen making dinner while Hitoshi watched TV and Aizawa was taking a nap on the couch beside him. It was nice, but it meant that it was up to him to decide whether he wanted to watch another episode or actually check out those streamers that Kaminari had recommended. He usually didn't care too much about gaming streams. He preferred to play the games himself. But Kaminari had seemed oddly insistent that he watch that one, and it was honestly making Hitoshi kind of curious. It wouldn't hurt to just watch a few minutes, right? Aizawa looked up from his nap when Hitoshi turned off the TV. What's up? Are you bored of your show already? Hitoshi shrugged as he pulled out his laptop. I don't know. Kaminari recommended these streamer guys when we were doing our final the other day, so I figured I might as well give them a try. Kaminari? Aizawa groaned. You really had to take media recommendations from the loudest kid in class? Mike popped his head in from the kitchen. Oh, don't complain, Sho. I know you secretly find us loud ones entertaining. Aizawa scowled at him. You are the exception. Sure I am, Sho. Mike winked knowingly. Of course. Ignore him. Aizawa huffed. Whatever, go ahead. Hopefully Kaminari has at least half-decent taste. I wouldn't think that you'd like the same things. He said I'd like it specifically, well, at least the humor. Hitoshi said, it actually looks like they're in the middle of a stream right now. I might as well watch that instead of one of the recordings. He clicked on the icon to watch the stream and waited for it to load. The stream was just the game they were playing, but instead of having a video of the streamer in the corner like Hitoshi had expected, it was just a voiceover. I know that Dusty said to stay in that one area, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm completely lost right now. Maybe when he comes back from buying snacks, he'll help me actually reorient myself. But for now, Well, guess I'll die. Whoever was playing Icy Cat, apparently, obviously wasn't playing to win because he didn't even care when his character respawned only to get immediately killed again. Well, I guess I'm here for a good time, not a long time. These guys are probably above my level, aren't they? Mike walked out of the kitchen and peered over Hitoshi's shoulder. I think I may have watched this once or twice. I know the streamer's voice sounds familiar. Hitoshi frowned. It's familiar to me too, though, and I know I've never watched the stream before. Same here. Aizawa had sat up by this point, and Hitoshi tilted the screen so both of his adults could see too. I've heard that voice before. It almost sounds like Todoroki. Yes! That's it. Hitoshi said triumphantly. That's exactly who it sounds like. Wow. Mike gave an impressed nod. Pretty impressive that he's able to do all this behind his old man's back. Hitoshi frowned. You don't think Endeavor knows? Aizawa just gave him a tired look. There is no way Endeavor would allow something like this. They listened quietly while that sunk in, watching Todoroki's character die for the first time in as many minutes. He really is bad at this. Aizawa chuckled. Mike slapped his shoulder. Oh, don't be like that. He's trying his best. I think that's actually the point, Hitoshi said, pointing to the chat. I think the streaming partner usually just roasts him the entire stream because everyone's trying to come up with the best insult to make up for Dusty's absence. Dusty. Mike hummed. Who's that? Do you think it's another student? It must be. Aizawa said he wouldn't have many opportunities to meet anyone else. Maybe Bakugo? Hitoshi suggested. He seems rude enough to enjoy roasting Todoroki for hours on end. Be quiet, you two, Mike hissed. I think the partner's coming back. Hitoshi grinned. Just watch. It's going to be Koda or someone we'd never expect. Aizawa muffled a snort as Todoroki started talking to someone. Took you long enough. I had had time to die 5 times while you were gone. Only 5? A raspy voice responded. I guess you're not such a hopeless noob anymore. I thought it'd be more. As soon as they heard the voice, Hitoshi froze and Aizawa went pale. It looked like he was only keeping himself from hyperventilating by forcibly reminding himself to breathe, and Mike looked between the two of them in growing panic. Wait, what's going on? Sho, are you okay? Hitoshi tried to swallow only to realize his mouth was dry. It might not be him. Izuku and Mei didn't show me much of the footage, just a little, so maybe it's just someone who sounds similar? I hear that voice in my nightmares at least 3 times a week, Hitoshi. Aizawa snapped. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't forget. It's definitely him. What are you two talking about? Mike yelled. Do you know who it is? I think so. It's just... Hitoshi glanced at Aizawa. Why would Todoroki be hanging out with Shigaraki? End of chapter.